Excellent. You ready? I have a new theme tune for us today. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go.
Kieran. Kieran, Kieran. Kieran. Kieran, Kieran. 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 Kieran, Kieran. 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 Kieran.
Yes, hello everybody, and welcome to the We Only Do One Take podcast. It is the only podcast in the world that is a complete shit show. I am Turch, and with me is my co-host, the CEO, the man himself of the music. It's Kieran.
I
Hey,
am
buddy.
Kieran, yeah. That's Kieran.
You always didn't spell your name right. That was great. I want to thank Matt Farley from Motown Media for creating not only the Kieran song, but the Anthony song, the Jessica song, the Henry song, the Molly song, the whole gamut of songs. He does every single person's name like that in that style. But I thought I'd introduce Motown Media to you with Matt Farley. He's fantastic.
I know you've talked about him before.
I have, and I thought I'd bring you some examples. Today's a real fucking clip show, buddy.
Excellent.
I've got so many. I've got this backlog of just absolute garbage that I always tell you about, and I never bring it in. And I thought today, instead of... I'll do some rant, don't worry about that. But instead of articles, today we'll just talk about like all the shit that I find on the internet.
Brilliant.
A bit like what Internet is the Toilet does, but like in our way.
No, that's great. That's great. I really appreciate the theme song. And if this is your first time listening to the show, this is a real shit show.
This is a real shit show. And,
So strap yourselves in.
Not only that, I have a closing song
Oh.
as well.
Are you all right?
Very exciting times, very exciting
Well,
times.
for episode 193, thank you everyone for joining us. Turch, I have a rant.
Oh, please begin.
I pre-ranted with you, but I'm going to rant again. The power company
Yes.
said a month ago, which I forgot about, but a month ago, your power is going to be out from 8:30 to 3:30
Yes.
today.
Yes.
So last night, my housemate goes, don't forget, the power's going to be out tomorrow.
What a nice housemaid reminding me.
I know, and I went, fuck, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, I've got meetings.
Didn't you get like a letter in the mail saying...
Well, we got
And
a
you stick it
letter,
on the fridge?
and it's on the fridge, and I haven't read it.
Yeah, okay.
All right?
That's right, you're illiterate.
Same with the other letter that says there's street works occurring. They're digging up the curb and redoing the curb. And that has started. And I also didn't read that letter.
Excellent.
So the fridge is clearly working with household communication. We need a cowbell for house meetings.
Yeah.
So the power is out. So I'm like, right.
What time does it start to go out? Like early?
They said 8:30.
8:30.
Now, they
okay.
never turn it off at 8:30.
Yeah.
But I was like, I better make
Just
sure.
get out of there.
Make sure I'm out of the house so I don't have to deal with this crap. So I'm out. I travel across Melbourne. I was like, I don't want to go to work because that's an hour away.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll travel sort of across Melbourne for 45 minutes.
Just come over.
Right. And
In hindsight, we
and-
could have done another show.
and do so. I went to my mum's house.
Good. That's free food.
Free food. She was going to be there for about an hour. She would have made me a coffee.
Yeah.
Free food. Very comfortable. All right, that's good. 10 a.m. My housemate sends me a text message.
Yeah.
Electricity is back on.
That's good though. Why are you complaining about that?
No, I'm complaining because if they said it was like 8:30 to 10,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have gone anywhere.
Well, how long did they say it was going to take?
8:30 to 3:30.
Okay, that's a very big difference. I've never seen an electrical company be so efficient before, because I think we were just telling you the story out there, pre-show chats
Yeah.
of when a metallic balloon, like one of those fancy balloons that say like "Happy Birthday" on it. Like you get,
You know, the bullet. If you're sick in hospital,
yeah,
those
sick in
balloons.
hospital balloons. That's right. That one there floated up, got caught in the transformer up there, exploded the whole transformer, and sealed itself in there like it would a piece of solder on some on a circuit board. And that power was out for like 24 hours with a bunch of really fat guys, like Sparky, standing there waiting for the cherry picker. And once they got the cherry picker, looking at the cherry picker going, yep, cherry picker, definitely.
When I left my house this morning, there were 8 guys who were clearly the people to block the road.
Yeah.
The traffic control people. And clearly the electrical people hadn't turned up yet.
Yeah.
And I was like, my street is a dead-end street.
It is. It is.
Why are there 8 people?
And there's like a couple of vacant blocks at the end of
Yeah,
your street
yeah,
as well. It's
I was
not even like,
I was like,
a
what-
full street.
Why is there 8 people?
What's the end? Like, it must be 30 houses, 40 houses
Yeah.
down? Like, number 30, 40 is the end?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm 22.
Yeah, there's double.
And-
Yeah.
Right. So
Half of those are vacant at the end.
So there's 8 people, but the people up the street who are digging out the curb and redoing the curb, there's no traffic control. They just have a truck that they just sort of move out of the way.
You know what the difference is there? One is run by a private company, and they're like, we have to set the bar high to standards, this, that, and we're going to hire everyone. We charge a fortune anyway. And the other one is the council.
Yeah.
And they're like, shit, we got no money. They're like, we really need to fix this pothole. Really bad. Oh, speaking of councils,
Mhm.
I've had an issue with the council recently.
Oh, good.
When Jess ran her business here,
Yeah.
the dog grooming business, we said to the council, hey, can we get a bigger bin,
Mhm.
bigger rubbish bin? And they're like, yeah, it's going to cost you like $80 a year for the extra bin. Bigger business. Well, yeah, whatever. Like, you know, it's a business expense, write it off, all that sort of stuff. And I get a bigger bin for day to day. Perfect. We've moved the business, and now the end of financial year's come up. We've already paid for the year. We don't need the bin anymore. So I call the council. And I go, hey, I don't need the bin anymore. What do you want me to do? And this is when just before you guys came for a barbecue,
Right.
right? So I'm like, I'm gonna have Jess's family over, big thing. I'm gonna have my friends over for a big barbecue, big thing. Gonna have a lot of rubbish during that week until it gets beat up. Like, hey guys, at the rubbish stuff, the council, what do you want me to do? Like, you know, with the bin, how are you gonna pick it up? And they're like, oh, what we want you to do is to leave it at the front of your house. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. But you're not allowed to use it. I said, sorry?
Mm-hmm.
Say that again. He goes, well, you can't use it.
Are they giving you another bin, Turch?
I said, okay, that's fine. I'm happy not to use it, but you need to tell me when, like, give me an exact date of when the transfer is going to come. Because, you know,
Do you have another bin?
if there's no transfer,
Yeah.
where do I put my rubbish?
Yeah.
You know? And they're like, no, you have to hold your rubbish off to the side because it could take 5 to 7 working days
Uh-huh.
for you to get your new bin. I'm like, so it could be like in 2 weeks.
Well,
pretty much.
Church, they've got to email a department. The department has to check that email. And they then need to action the email. That email then needs to be actioned to one of the workers who needs to put it into their schedule, not today or tomorrow, because those days have already been planned.
That's fine. Even if it was in 3 days, I could handle that.
Oh, Church, I've already taken up 5 days already with this.
But that's fine. At least you could give me an exact date. You go, yes, we're going to do it on the 1st of August. Monday, 1st of August, we're going to pick up.
You don't think council's that efficient, do you?
You'd like to think that they could be. For certain things where it's literally a pick-up, drop-off and a necessity, that the one function that they fucking have of picking up my rubbish. Name one other thing the council does.
Soon you'll be able to, like, Uber your rubbish. You know what
I
mean?
know. Anyway, so I go, you know what? I'm not going to fill up my bin. I don't know, but everyone will keep putting rubbish in the bin here. I had to empty it out, put the bin out the front when you guys left of the barbecue on Sunday, right? Mm-hmm. But like, I'm being a good person. Anyway, it got to Thursday, and Thursday night is my bin night. Like, you know, they pick up on the Friday morning, but you put your bins out on the Friday. Thursday.
You did street bin.
No, I said, fuck them. And I just put all my rubbish in the bin.
Uh-huh.
I called the council the next day. I said, hi, I've just... I put all my... No, I called them on the Thursday because I'm filling up the bin. Like, that's their problem. Hi, I've just filled up my bin. I was told I would get picked up.
Mm-hmm.
I've only just put... it's been out all week. Hasn't been picked up. No one's contacted me better. I'm going... what do I do? Thankfully, another lady got on the phone with me. They obviously put me up to her manager. Yeah. Because they saw my first complaint and they went, ooh, God. Ooh.
Yeah.
And they goes, why did that person tell you not to use your bin?
No, well, there you go.
And I went, sorry, what? Because I write everything down when I speak to like council or government or whatever it is.
Oh, I know. You've got your notebook.
I've got my note. I've got it written on the paper. I've got it like here. It's everywhere, right?
Called 15th of
7.
Oh, wow.
And there's one down the bottom as well. And now I've got a reference number. I spoke to a certain person. I've got a direct contact number now. Fuck them. Full on. Those are just the minor notes. I've got other notes in another but I was just like, okay, that's great. So what can I do? She goes, no, you
And this is very important because this notice is on the music stand, not on the fridge.
Not on the fridge. No.
The music stand.
Nah, because this is like, this is my working area. I just go, so I can use my bin, and I go, great. When's my bin? Like, my bin going to be exchanged? Because I'm not paying any more. Like, we've had this discussion now. I'm not paying any more for the use of the current bin because I've made the complaint as before the date of the swap over. Yeah. Could take up to 4 weeks. So for 4 more weeks, I've got a bigger bin that I'm not paying for, and I'm just filling up with rubbish at the front of my house.
Excellent.
Councils,
so it's gone from 5 days to a month.
With no changes really. The only change has been I spoke to someone else, and now I've made 2 complaints.
2 complaints. You're paying less. You've still got the rent.
Yeah.
The bin's never going to be picked up.
I know. I'm just like, if it's not picked up in like 2 months, that's it. It's mine forever.
As long as accounts have been informed and they're not charging you any extra.
It has. I paid the last bill. That's it. I'm done. I've told them I'm not paying anymore. Do not charge me anymore.
Holy shit! Sorry. Larger waste bin permit.
Oh yeah, it's a permit.
It's a permit.
Yeah, this
you need a permit for a bigger bin.
I'm gonna put it out there as a libertarian. Do you know how much a fucking gym's like? I need a permit for a bigger bin.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't get me fucking started.
Your larger waste bin renewal.
Ugh.
Oh wow. Holy shit.
Dude, I can't.
I've got to get on council because this is bloody ridiculous.
Fucking raw. That's like when with Jess's business, they came around and said, "Oh, you got to pull out this building permit," and Jess is like, "Okay, what for?" And they said, a building permit. So I went through all the legislation and I said, "Well, the building permit's for rezoning, building something."
If you've got 1 to 4 people, you pay. Was yours a 240 litre? Or a 120?
120.
Yeah, but if you've got a 240, 1 to 4 people, 260.
Yeah.
But if you've got 5 to 6, 135.
Yeah, I don't know how they
the
do
more
that maths.
people, the less you pay in your household.
I don't know how you do that maths.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Hey, you could have asked for an interpreter as well. They would have paid for that. You could have had Italiano.
No, I don't. What? I want it more confusing for them. Me and my broken Italian.
Yeah. If you are height impaired, you can also.
That's actually the Italian one.
They can get a stool for you when you turn up at council.
Kieran, I went on the weekend, as you probably saw. I know you went to the Mustangs ice game.
The Melbourne, ice hockey,
and saw ice win.
I did see the Mustangs lost in overtime.
While in the morning, that morning, I was making more salami with my nonna.
Oh, very good. I saw some photos.
Very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we get there. My nonna's friends there. Last time, she was like, we did the hand crank tool. We were with the oldies.
Is this the Nonna's friend who also complained that it was about the moon not being...
Okay.
Was the moon correct?
You know what? That's exactly what I was about to say. She goes, oh, it's a good time to make salami. The moon's in... I'm like, fuck off. Jesus Christ. Very exciting. The salami, it's all wrapped up. It's at my house. Well, you can take some home.
But the moon was correct.
Moon was correct.
Because I'm not eating the salami unless the moon's correct.
Well, you know what? You don't have to... You know what? I was going to give you some
Uh-huh.
to take home. And now, not so much.
But you told me the moon's correct, so I can take some home.
No, well, my salami, apparently the moon's incorrect.
Oh.
My nonna's one that I helped make.
So of course your one's not correct, but
Of
your
course.
nonno's is.
Yeah. You know what's great? Nonna calls me the night before, literally the night before. I always say to her, look, I've got stuff to do. If you're going to do something, give me like 2 weeks of notice. At least a week. Night before, 7:30 at night. Hello, Anthony. We have to make a salami tomorrow. Can you come? I'm like, what time? And I was going to go for a walk with my dad and my brother and the dogs at 10 o'clock. She goes, come at 10. Okay. You help me with mine, I'll help you with yours, wrap up my... All good. But yeah. And he goes, it's very easy. I'm only doing 10 a kilo.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nothing. Like, we did like 25, and it took like 3 hours. We get there. And look at the bucket and I go, that's not 10 kilos. And Nonna goes, no, beautiful, 17. Right on. Anyway, it's all wrapped up. It's in my house. It's all good. I gave some to my mum, gave some to my brother. I'll give some to you. And everyone's happy. The salami's done for the year. It's a very exciting time. Hey, Kieran, I got a conundrum for you.
Okay.
Think about this, right? Let's just say we're all we're in Phillip Island, New Year's. We're sitting in the spa, and we're all sitting there. It's like all 17 of us in that one little spa. But you know, there's a handful of us in the spa. We're drinking beers, this and that. And then one of our mates pisses in the spa.
Right. Does the spa turn purple?
No, it just someone pissed in the spa. We all know he pissed in the spa.
Right.
Okay, I'll be go, you fucking idiot. What a dick. What are you doing?
How drunk am I?
We're at a good level.
Okay.
You know, but we're giving them some shit.
Yeah.
We'd still be we'd probably still sit in the place.
Yeah.
In the spa. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
We're still friends with the guy.
Yeah.
All good.
But
here's the same scenario, and I'm going to change one factor.
Right.
That same guy steps out of the spa, whips out his dick, and pees in the spa. That simple change in the action will make us never be friends with that person again.
Correct. Yeah.
And this is the human condition.
I've never thought of it like that. I mean, we've all swum in public swimming pools
before.
where people have clearly pissed in
and
these
you're
pools.
like, I'll deal with it. But if someone got out and just went, fuck it, and just whipped out his dick, you know, it's not even the nudity. Like, I wouldn't even care about seeing the penis. Like, I told this to Jess, and she goes, it's the fact that the nudity happens. I'm like, no, I wouldn't care about that. It's the fact
the disgust level has just gone up dramatically.
For no reason.
Peeing in the spa is disgusting, but if it's New Year's Eve and I'm quite intoxicated,
Yeah, it's peeing in the spa versus pissing in the spa. And that distinct difference of where you are.
What were you thinking about this?
I don't know. I tried to bring things in the
Where were you when you were thinking about this?
This is the interesting things I try to write for the podcast.
Are we going to Phillip Island for this? Is this what you're telling me?
Everything that I write this episode is fragments of things because I needed to get it all out so I could clean off the slate.
Oh
Full
my
of
god.
stuff.
Were you in a work meeting when you were thinking about this?
Yeah,
Please
probably.
tell me you were in a work meeting.
It's like, I was like, probably need to pee. If I pee in the pool, it's alright. But if you piss in the pool, not so. Wait a second.
You can't know.
It's basically the thing is to me, realistically, it's the same output.
Oh.
You know, you're still swimming in piss, but one is pissing like in it, and one is pissing from the outside coming in. And I don't realistically. It's like, okay, I understand that. I don't know really. Like, I understand why we're angry both ways, but one is far more vile and repugnant than the other.
Oh, I mean, I've been in that spa. We've all been like naked in that spa. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Wow.
See, this is real psychology. We know what isn't real psychology
What's that?
anymore. Lots of big news have come out of fucking psychology recently. Let me get some articles up, Kim. But while I do that, how about you get some news out for us? And we'll talk about what psychologists are doing.
Excellent. Astronauts have been warned not to masturbate in space, as one session can impregnate 3 women.
Woohoo!
Astronauts have been warned about pleasuring themselves in space after what was revealed. A single solitary session can accidentally impregnate female crew members.
Accidentally. So wait, they're not even like when you jack off, you come in. Some guys come in socks. That's weird to me. Some guys come in tissues. That makes sense. Some guys just whack off.
Some guys whack off in a spa.
In the spa, that's right.
But some whack over the spa, and that's not okay.
One's a little bit. Whack in, whack off. Here we go.
Astronauts have been warned not to play with their rockets in space. Self-pleasuring is banned in 0G amid fears any floating semen could leave female colleagues pregnant.
That's amazing because to get pregnant, the woman has to be ovulating, and that's like 3 to 5, maybe 7 days within a month.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, now here's the other factors that we've got to include. There's got to be enough force from the cum, from the dick to shooting at the cum, to be fast enough. Now, it's also now going to go through...
But there's no gravity, so it's just going to float and break up.
So the speed is not going to change, because it's 0G, so it's just no force, right? So even if it's traveling, whatever it is. Now, here's the other factors. One, the female astronaut has to be ovulating. Okay. 7 days out of the thing at the most. So, 1 in 4 weeks, give or take. 2, she has to be naked.
Hey,
and
I'm guessing the spaceship or the International Space Station is like a spa. On New Year's Eve, you're just naked and you're having a good time.
And 3, she has to be fucking real spread eagle. And this guy has to have the fucking pinpoint accuracy from across the spacecraft.
NASA is getting ready to look at how sex in space might work as it plans for future Moon and Mars missions.
So easy. The guy jacks off and shoots it across like a hallway.
Oh my god, 2 guys jacking off. You could have a competition.
The speed and...
Speed and power.
And the astronauts are like peak physical fitness. So these are the people you want to impregnate women.
Yeah, that's right.
This seems like, remember when Homer... This seems like, we're nerds. Can we have sex in space? Yes, we can.
This is for science.
There we go. Ellen DeGeneres, before we get into the psychology stuff, Ellen DeGeneres has come out recently and said, and Elton John said some mean words to her. Sad.
Elton John said mean words to us.
It's true. Okay, Ellen DeGeneres has spoken out about the hurtful remarks she received after she came out as gay on national television in 1997. And the depression that followed. So she got really, really sad, right? She was on Dax Shepard's show, who's a terrible podcaster.
Wasn't she going through like a terrible time? She didn't have the Ellen DeGeneres show then.
No, but she was on that TV show.
Yeah, and then she got fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, he goes, Ellen revealed one of the most upsetting comments came from openly gay entertainer Elton John. So this is what she says. Even Elton John said, "Shut up already. We know you're gay. Be funny."
That's pretty funny.
That's pretty fucking funny. I had never met him. I thought, what kind of support from a gay person? But everyone assumed I was just nonstop talking about it and it hurt my feelings. Now, this is funny for 2 reasons. One, Elton John is 100% right.
Yeah,
it's like, you're gay, fantastic, perfect. Just make just be funny, be
Just
a comedian.
Continue doing your job.
Right?
Yeah.
And then secondly, Elton John is so fuckingly overly flamboyant.
Yeah.
All the fucking time. It's kind of like, this is like the pot calling the kettle black. It's like, okay, Elton John, what do you sing about? Oh, we're going to sing about my friend Daniel. Okay. Also, I need feathers. Real high fashion, and my best friend's going to be Princess Diana. Wait a second. Hold on a fucking minute. Pull it back a bit.
I don't see anything wrong with that, Turch.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Pretty great. Kieran, two big things happened in psychology recently.
Yeah.
One is that depression is realistically most likely not caused by low serotonin,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of antidepressants that are trying to boost up serotonin levels have basically been placebos.
Yeah.
Which I find really horrible because the expected growth from, even though this study's come out, it's on like all major publications, is it still expected that antidepressants, or basically serotonin boosters, are gonna double in sales over the next like 2 to 5 years?
Why?
Because
They don't work.
but they're still expecting they're gonna sell.
Oh,
a lot of
wow.
them.
Wow. There you go.
Which for me is like that's really bad.
Yeah.
Like, you should, like, if new science comes, like, everyone's talking about new science about the COVID thing, but this comes out and everyone's like, yeah, but they're good, right? No! You gotta move with the times all the time.
No, this was a pretty solid study.
It really was!
This was like,
I'm bringing in something serious here.
like most science to
I
get
sent it
published
to-
is pretty solid, but this,
This was a mega meta study
Yeah.
of everything, and they're like, fuck, none of it makes sense. Why the fuck are we doing this? I sent it to you, and the fact that you sent nothing back, I was like, oh god, this is right.
no, it was. I reckon I came across this maybe a month ago.
Mm.
So you also sent it, and I was like, old news.
Well, this is your area of expertise. I mean, this literally came out Friday the 22nd of July in Australia. But the other one I found was that the fabrication of data 16 years ago on Alzheimer's research, and how we've been using altered data for Alzheimer's, which people have only now gone back to and went, actually, the data was manipulated in a way that actually made all the data outputs completely wrong. And we've been treating Alzheimer's incorrectly, and dementia, Alzheimer's, for like 16 years off this one set of data, and it's all wrong.
Oh, there we go. Glad we caught up after 16 years.
I can't believe like that we throw so much money at these things. Like, Alzheimer's is a big thing, we throw money, depression's a big thing. And realistically, it sounds like the depression thing sounds like my cure of just do some push-ups. Might be actually right. Like, it seems like Tom Cruise's Scientology thing of, like, no, antidepressants are bad is actually the correct thing now. That's the really worrying thing.
The thing I like, and that's happened in the last couple of years now, you can't do research without having your data, like you have to dump your data into these repositories, which now means that
Or actual maths nerds can go through it.
people can actually go through it and double check it. So I can be in Australia, do my research. I have to basically upload it in a data repository, make it public.
Yeah, good.
Which means someone in the United States, England, whatever, can
download the Excel spreadsheet, look at it,
can go through it.
Yeah.
And then there's this is really boring probably to everyone, but then you can have these nuanced discussions going, yeah, but you deleted this, I didn't delete this, I have this, you found this.
But that seems like a normal thing, especially in the finance
Whereas
world.
16 years ago,
Yeah, there was nothing like that.
there was nothing like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People just learning Excel spreadsheets properly back then.
Yeah.
You got some more news?
I do.
Yeah, you're gonna want some news, and then we're gonna go through all the shit that I found over time. You're gonna love it.
I'm looking forward to this. Chess robot goes rogue, breaks 7-year-old's player's finger.
I heard something about this. Like Asimov's first rule is like you should never hurt humans.
In Russia, a 7-year-old child was playing with a robot, was forced to interrupt a game when the machine suddenly snapped one of his fingers, breaking it. Of course, it's in Russia.
No, actually, they said it was. You know, he probably built the machine, right?
Mm.
And he said, "Yeah, it's a chess machine," but actually, he just built a jerk-off machine.
That may or may not be used in a spa or space. The chess robot broke the boy's finger when the child went for a swift move without waiting for the necessary time for the machine to complete its action.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
If you're playing chess,
Yeah.
right, and you're playing against a machine that's physically moving the pieces,
Mm-hmm.
that's based on a computer,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you just play
A computer?
digital chess?
Yeah.
It seems like we've added an extra step.
Well, why not have... It's almost like... Do you know what?
This is why I'm taking. I think it was a jerk-off machine.
It's like a virtual robot,
no,
but
it's-
in 3D.
but it's a real robot. It's not even virtual. It's real.
Yeah,
Little
okay.
hand like this, little.
Yeah, it could be a jerk-off robot.
I think it might be a jerk-off robot.
Might just do a quick wrap around before we go to your
Yeah,
stuff.
please.
Bend and Blaze. You can do yoga classes while high.
I think I bought this in ages ago of like combining yoga with other things. Remember like the dog yoga
Yeah.
and the drinking yoga. Now no one puts together like professional or like I'm going to go for a really good workout. What are you doing? Oh, we're going to play like, heroin basketball. Like no one does that.
Oh, I don't think I'd want to do heroin basketball.
Oh, I'm doing cocaine squash. No, that sounds really dangerous. You're sweating, this and that, and then you can do coke. Like, he's just gonna go, boom!
Yeah.
The only person ever really done it, and definitely not get away with it, is Maradona from Argentina. And he didn't get away with it. And he's a hero, but he's not a hero at the same time.
Yeah. What would be a good sport? Cocaine and...
Running.
Yeah.
That's it. You want really short periods of time. 'Cause the coke's not going to last as long as you hope. Like, you wouldn't do a marathon, but 100-meter sprint might be
Fuck
right.
yeah. Fuck yeah.
200 maybe 400 at the most.
Locals are furious as carbon offset firm sparks 2 wildfires in 2 months.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful.
Basically, a reforestation company has basically burnt all the trees they've planted.
Fantastic. Well, you've got to... How else are you going to make matches?
With a robot?
I guess so. We can just jerk it off. Jerk it off the tree one bit at a time. So speaking of... Oh, you got some more?
Nah, I'm done.
Beautiful. Kieran, let's talk about depression again.
Excellent.
What I like, and I've talked about this before, is companies help people talk about their feelings with depression and mental health.
Yeah.
And there's no companies better to do this but fast food companies.
Which the fast food is probably causing the
I was
fucking
going to say,
depression.
now we definitely know the fast food is most likely, compared to the low serotonin levels, might be actually causing the depression itself.
Yeah.
But let's have a look here. I've got 2 things, and that's going to lead me down this rabbit hole
Excellent.
into some real fun stuff. Here we go. Here's my first video here.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Is he breaking up with me? Come on, it was just an argument. I like to move out. Should I get a cat? Oh, great. I'm alone with a cat, and it's all my fault.
If there's more behind, I'm fine. Be bold. Reach out.
So this was...
Sponsored by Doritos.
Yeah, so this was an ad. So this guy asked another guy. They're obviously in a gay relationship.
Uh-huh.
And he's like going crazy in his mind. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm fine,
But being yeah.
But he's a bit like anxious, obviously, about I don't know.
But is he? Are we meant to reach out to Dorito chips?
Yeah.
What are we reaching out to?
So I went onto their website.
Yeah.
And I had a look at them. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And they sort of focus on like reaching out, like it's mental health for young people online and their parents. And you scroll down to the about them. They've got a whole bunch of stuff, a lot of stuff like NAIDOC and what are your pronouns and their connection to Connection to Doritos. And
Oh,
you're
very good. From the Financial Review.
on the finance.
Yeah.
One of these is not like the other. And I'm going through all this sort of stuff. Keep going, a whole bunch of stuff. Like, oh, maybe you should invest, or maybe you should do this and that. Like, we've got all this stuff on our LinkedIn page that no one reads except for people who are in social marketing and looked on LinkedIn. And the last thing I see is that they're connected to this other place here called, this other like
KFC well-being.
yeah. So
I don't fucking believe it. KFC just makes people fat.
yeah, okay. So KFC decided we want to give back to the youth
Uh-huh.
and help people out. So here's their video on that, and tell me exactly what they're doing.
How will the KFC Youth Foundation help?
I'm excited about partnering with the KFC Youth Foundation in that you are not just giving us some dollars, so you're actually going to be doing the work with us as we turn these young lives around.
The KFC Youth Foundation is an amazing partnership. It will really help us to amplify our voice and our message and ultimately to help more families. So to have young people out there advocating for young people with high care needs across Australia is a fantastic opportunity that we're really excited about.
The Reach Foundation is so appreciative of the KFC Youth Foundation to support the great work that Reach has done for 24 years to have more influence on more young people across Australia.
With your support, we'll be able to do what we do better and do it in places we can't yet do it.
I don't even
we'll
know what
be
they
able to
do.
grow.
Okay, so all of these, like one of them was the Reach Foundation. The Reach Foundation CEO was the only one who's like, we're from the Reach Foundation and we do something. The other guys are like, we're gonna help things.
I've got two things to... Number one, I know this is a podcast, so they can't see the video, but why do they do a video of their hands?
I don't know.
Like they've got them talking...
Maybe they're trying to get the ethics in.
and they're, I'm seeing his face, and then they do a close-up of the hands. I don't get that. Number two, don't call it the KFC Foundation. Even if it is from KFC, give it another fucking name.
Yeah. I know. It's but they want...
Kieran, I'm going to give you some money for your research from the KFC Foundation.
No,
Fuck
thank you.
off.
No,
I don't
thank
want to
you.
be associated
No,
with that.
thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Like, even call it the Colonel's Foundation. Like, McHappy House is a separate thing.
Yeah.
And they do McHappy Day. And it's like, all the money goes, and then we actually bill, like, we pay for...
At least I know
the hospital.
their McDonald's one goes to like the Royal Children's
Yes.
Hospital for housing.
That's it. That's all they do.
Yeah.
They do one thing. What do? The money that we get, we give it to the for housing for the kids.
For the families that have got to
Yeah.
stay at the hospital,
Done.
they've got somewhere to stay. Cool. I get
Very
that.
logical. We get the money, we take $1 from your Big Macs, and we give it to them. Bang.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. Great.
Sorry, this I've got no idea.
No idea what's going on.
No idea what's going
So
on.
I'm like, what else does... Because I was looking for some videos on the KFC thing. Now, KFC are probably one of the most interesting YouTube channels.
Really?
Because they have one for basically each country.
Mhm.
So there's an Australian one where I found this.
Mhm.
They have a UK one and they have a US one.
Right.
And I was looking, I thought maybe I'll just have a look because I'm just scrolling through videos. Australian one's crap.
Yeah.
They have, just have, a couple of ads and this sort of stuff. All right. So I went to the American one. I was like, oh, the American one's fucking wild.
Oh, okay.
And looking through their playlists,
Uh-huh.
let me just make sure they've got the right video lined up here. I certainly do. This is what I found in one of their playlists.
All right, I'm looking forward to this. KFC, always thinking about chicken. This is just a
ready?
slideshow of pictures.
You and your crispy skin makes dinner feel like a sin. I can't believe true love.
Kieran, what's happening on the screen, though?
The words are coming up,
It's like a karaoke.
and it's karaoke, yeah.
One bite and see just what we can be. There's no need to feel this empty. I'm
Always thinking about chicken. That's deeply fried in steel.
Let's turn the pressure fire on.
American ones have a playlist of about 8 songs
Wow.
of karaoke ones. You want to listen to another one?
Fuck yeah. They're so corny.
This one's called Tender Love. It's an F major, 8-bar intro. So, and the pictures fucking kill it. It's like a kid's slideshow.
Yeah. That I did in fucking primary school.
The first time I dipped you, I knew it was love.
And she's such a bad singer.
Your crunchy perfection fit my mouth like a glove. TENDERLOVE. This is me.
I've listened to this many
This is
times
all
now.
of us. This is the way. Tenders cure everything. Tender love. Give it to me. The second bite came so fast. Took me by surprise. But all that crispy
Just looked at this and that's a dog
texture
groomer.
really opened my eyes.
Look at these bad photoshops.
TENDERLOVE. This is me.
Wow.
This is all of us. This is the way. Tenders cure everything. Tender love. Give it to me.
So they've got a whole bunch of these, and I went through all of them and I found these two, and I really like these two. Wow. But that's not as crazy, Kieran, as KFC UK. Their one. So combined, they probably have 1 million.
Australia needs to step it up.
Mate, Australia's terrible.
Hey,
Australia's-
what was that rapper that we interviewed?
Bangs.
Bangs needs to get on this.
Banks already done a KFC one.
Oh, he needs to do more.
He needs to do more. But here we go. So KFC UK are fucking top fucking tier.
Okay.
Like legendarily top fucking tier when it comes to their content on YouTube. They're into conspiracy theories.
Oh! Bring it on.
All right. A long video, we can sort of just go through as much as you want.
All right.
But I'm just going to let it play for itself. It's so
Okay.
much better.
Yeah. You're stopping the evolution of the world. People
what?
are evolving. We're evolving with technology.
Into?
People like you are stopping the mind.
Wait,
from
hang
growing.
on. They've
Some of
got
the world's greatest mysteries.
they've got a
include the
live
Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
debate.
Were they real? What real?
Yes, they've got a live...
They've got a live debate in a studio.
Yes.
And they've just got KFC in the background and neon lights.
Yeah, okay, so, yes. Okay, but are you ready for what the debate is actually about?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Really goes on in the Bermuda Triangle, but more importantly, what are the KFC 11 herbs and spices? I have tried everything in my power to get KFC to tell me what the 11 herbs and spices are, but with no avail. So, KFC have changed the game and they've sent me to meet some people with their very own mysteries and try to get them talking. From crop...
So did you hear that? So he's like, oh, I wanted to find out 11 herbs and spices, but they won't tell me. So instead, they've told me to go find out about other mysteries. So now they're going to get 2 people, both on opposing sides of a debate, into a room to debate this thing.
Wow.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
From crop circles to secret societies and many other mysteries, I've been sent to try and find out if these people can find a common ground which leads to the truth.
It's called KFC Mysteries.
Production value is great.
Okay. Episode 1 is called Alternative Earth.
Episode 1.
Oh, yes! So there's like 5 or 6 episodes of this. Hey, you ready? It's only gets better.
Hi, my name's Clint. I'm from the East End of London, and I believe that the world is flat.
My name is Sylvester Campion. I come from a place called Laois in Ireland, and I'm a Hollow Earther. And Hollow Earthers believe in that the Earth's core is made up of layers, sometimes of reptilians or animals, but most definitely to keep the Earth in substance in orbit with the rest of the planets.
Okay.
Well, these are definitely people that would eat at KFC. These 2 subgroups.
So KFC, we can't find them, but KFC were able to find not only 1, but 2 insane people and get them on a big YouTube channel talk show. One believes that... So there's not even like a flat...
I don't even know Hollow Earthers exist.
Okay, this is it. One's a flat earther, the other is a hollow earther, and they made the real decision here to go, we're not even going to put a voice of reason. We're going to let the 2 conspiracy theorists battle it out rather than a regular person.
Do they even talk about the herbs and spices?
Are you ready for this?
Oh, fuck yes.
Okay, so here we go. This one is going to be a bit juicy because we're talking about Earth. 2 different types. Your theory is based on...
A hollow Earth.
A hollow Earth. And your theory is based on...
Flat Earth.
The flat Earth. First question. Who benefits from the theory that the Earth is solid and spherical?
All the ancient civilizations believed that the world was flat, and they also believed...
Great debate skills, because he's just answering the question he wants to answer, not the question that is asked.
Yeah.
that the world was created for mankind.
Okay.
So we're at the centre of the universe. There isn't outer space. The benefit for them is to take away from the belief that we were created by God and that we were at the centre of everything, that the whole world is just for us.
There was a time in barbaric times where people believed in such atrocity that the world is flat and it's not round, we haven't got a universe. It's a very self-indulgent way of thinking to think we are the only thing in the universe.
You used the phrase saying years ago they were barbaric.
Yes.
So were the people barbaric that built pyramids? They had technology that we don't have. Similarly, today we have technology that they don't have. So could we say we're smarter than them? Of course not. It's just our technology is different. That's all it is.
Next up, when did you discover your belief about Earth and what convinced...
This is great. Keep playing. Keep fucking playing. Keep going.
Let's go for Hollow Earth first.
Oh, well, I grew up in a very strong Catholic background where I was from in Ireland, and my mother was a strong Hollow Earth believer. She kind of swayed me away from the Lord. I started reading things about...
I was a strong Catholic believer, my mum stayed me away from
the Lord.
like Halley's Comets and things like that, and that brought me on to Edward Halley and his discovery of Hollow Earth, and all of it just made sense.
And yourself?
The flat Earth, I found out about by chance. I was on Instagram.
Yeah.
There was a picture of flight paths.
Instagram's...
And it's quite rude to make noise.
Instagram hasn't been around for that long.
No, he's fresh.
He's a new flat earther. Yeah.
When you yawn.
Sorry.
There was a picture of a flight path.
Guy's just yawning.
And it said you can't get a plane from South America to South Africa without going up through.
There's no straight flight path as such.
Exactly, without coming all the way up the map, the globe, as we see it, and then coming back down again.
Yeah.
That sparks off my curosity to find out, is this right?
How can it go up and down on the globe but straight across
You don't think that in a world where it's such an amount of pride to be a pilot, and there's hundreds of thousands of pilots in the world.
You know, pilots that believe there was flat.
You're saying that this secret of the Earth is flat.
It's not a secret.
All the pilots go through a test, and they go, now you can't tell anyone.
Do you know what map they use to plan their flight paths?
Enlighten me.
A flat Earth map.
Oh! Kieran, this is remember, but on the KFC channel.
All right, so what I want to take away from this is that flat earthers and hollow earthers eat at KFC.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah.
Let's go on there. We'll watch more.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, no,
yeah.
Finish this episode, I guess, yeah.
Turch. This is fucking amazing. This is just... I just have to go back to that Catholic guy. Like, I'm a strong Catholic believer. What did he say? I'm a
Hollow Earth.
No, yeah, the Hollow Earth. I'm a strong Catholic believer, but a sentence that I walked away from the Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the Irish saying, there was me bike. Gone. That is such an Irish thing to... Anyway.
Oh, here we go. More.
So, the next question is for you to start off with. What is inside Earth? You believe it's a hollow Earth?
Yes.
What is inside the Earth?
Great question.
Yeah.
It's full of layers, and we...
Wait, layers or layers?
I think layers.
Layers, right.
Which is what we say as well. Except we're just full of layers compared to all the way to the core.
Uh-huh.
We're on the outer layer of what Hollow Earth is, and there are 3 other layers that Halley believed, and they've only dug 8 miles.
Right, okay.
That's as far down
How
as they've
far
ever
can you go, do you know?
Around 4,000 miles to the core. My argument is still plausible, because we haven't been to the centre of Earth, and there's so much...
Did he just say we've dug 8,000 miles?
No, I think he said 8 miles.
Oh, okay.
We don't know about our world at the moment. Do you believe satellites are up in the air?
I know they exist, but I can't say for sure how a satellite works. I can't claim to know something
I don't think I need to say any more. Man's never heard of satellites.
All I know
this guy.
is that man is wearing a cast,
Yeah.
and maybe he's played a chess robot.
Maybe he has.
Yeah.
Look at the coast base. Look how smug it is. So good.
It's being in space. The temperature of space is far too cold for those materials to be up in space without completely being deteriorated and destroyed.
You know this
If you
how?
believe in... Because I've done the research on it.
Oh, you've been there?
No. This is,
Oh, so you're just believing someone else who told you that
this is
it's
what you
cold
believe.
up there?
I don't believe this. You do.
I don't believe.
I love it. Have you been there? No. And then the same argument could be said to
Yeah,
the Hello Earther. Have you been to the center of the Earth? No.
No, it's so good. It's so good. This is the right way of doing it as well. I know that we flat earthers.
It's a shame they're not eating chicken while they do this.
Flat earthers we had a flat earther on our show, and we're just like, no, that doesn't make sense. What about this? No, it doesn't make sense. This is the right way to do it. Get two crazy people that you both know are idiots and get them to debate it out. This is peak
debate each
I
other.
don't know how they got it, but KFC have got this right.
They have this right, yeah.
Too cold. I believe we've got.
You're talking about satellites in space.
Okay.
Which therefore means that you believe in space. I don't believe in space. I've had to research what you believe so I can make points against you. Understand?
I'm sure you're a very intelligent guy.
Don't patronise me.
After all, you're a flat earther, right?
Yeah.
I'd like, if you don't mind, just to take a look at that, and you can show it to the camera as well.
Mate, you crack on. You've got it out of your pocket. You show the camera.
This is automobiles, cars and lorries that are obviously man-made as well. You believe in cars, I take it. Just a yes or no would be great. We can move on then.
I do.
Mate, I don't have to answer.
You believe in cars.
I'll do the questions.
Behave yourself.
You're stopping the evolution of the world. People
what?
are evolving.
What? What? Maybe that was just editing. But we've done 190 something shows. That is the nothing is we've never said anything as funny as that.
We're evolving with technology.
Me too.
People like you are stopping the mind from growing.
Okay. Things got a little heated, so we broke the tension with some KFC questions!
Bucket or burger?
Burger.
Oh, bucket.
Bucket, yeah?
100%.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
Fillet or zinger?
Oh, zinger.
Yeah?
Singer.
Zinger, yeah? We've agreed on something. Bones or boneless? Boneless?
Oh. Okay, you know what? KFC needs to be brokering the deal between Russia and Ukraine.
They could do it. They
Yeah.
could do it. We both like buckets of chicken. We do. Well, look. Pretty good.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
Bones.
Bones, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Can't beat a chicken wing and a bones in, can you?
Gravy or beans?
Gravy.
Gravy, yeah.
Okay, we're all good then. Okay, so I'm going to want you to pitch me your theory and then you to pitch me your theory with no interruptions from each other, and that level of respect will stay up there.
Water is a point I make quite often when I'm talking to people about the flat Earth. The surface of water, when it's a liquid, is always flat and it maintains that flatness. And beneath the...
God. I remember when the flat Earth guy, when he was on our show, made the same thing. I'm like, yeah, but like, no. There's so many reasons.
Yeah.
Like, you see it as flat because you can't see far enough. Like,
You can't see it curve.
well, no, you can see it curve because otherwise you would see another country.
Uh-huh.
But you need the curvature so it disappears.
Yeah. That's why you have the horizon.
Yes. Because it dips down.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually you can't see it because it goes so far away.
surface of water, when it's a liquid, it takes the shape and form of whatever it's put inside, whatever container it's in. The rivers and the seas...
Oh,
and,
no,
and-
but the
and
flat
oceans,
earthers
they're-
believe there's a dome on top of us.
Yeah, but they just believe it's flat.
I thought the dome was curved.
The dome is curved, but it doesn't affect the water. The water they believe is like a tabletop.
Yeah. But
Like the land's a tabletop.
yeah.
And that's why it's flat.
Have you been to England, though? It's cold. I bet he's never gone to the beach.
That's true.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So the question is, if the surface of the water is flat because it maintains its characteristic, how do we live on a globe? That means you're now saying that at some point the surface of the water begins to curve, which is where?
It begins, right. Okay. That was a bit monologue there, and I think you've rehearsed it very well.
Do you want it in short?
No, I get your grasp. I'm not a flat earther man. I can process things very quickly.
Well, that was great. What a great dig.
Oh, for goodness sake.
The second fact is the positioning of the stars. Why do we see the same stars year in, year out, every night? Rotating around the North Star. If we're constantly travelling, and we have been travelling, across a constantly expanding, ever expanding, edgeless universe, if you go onto YouTube and you put in time-lapse night sky, you can see it.
But isn't that the Earth moving?
No, it's the stars moving. If it was the Earth moving, let's say it was that, then that would mean that we're fixed and we're just rotating. We're not doing three different types of rotation. No, we're not.
Right.
even the host is like, you're even stupider than I thought.
Okay, yeah. So he thinks it's. Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah.
But we're everything's moving.
Yeah. No. The flat earther believes Earth is like the center of the universe.
Yeah.
Everything has to move.
Rough.
Sorry. That one just hit me somewhere here.
It's cool. People that fake life have fake personalities.
It's cool. It's your chance to shine. Why is Hollow Earth real?
I'm blown away by the fact that we've not reached the core. It's just something that hasn't been proven.
Okay.
Yeah, there's been a lot of scientific evidence towards a core being made of iron nickel and answer that, and I'm very open into that, and I am very open to all theories. Anything theoretical is interesting because it's somebody looking at something different. I don't see it on the same ball level as flat Earth, because people that are the founders of this are mathematicians, they're scientists,
Mate, you're waffling,
and they're people. No, well they are. It's
keep
in
the
the
rules.
book.
Just keep the
You
rules.
weren't supposed to interrupt. Control yourself, man. Clint, calm down.
Control yourself.
I like how it's like, well, scientists have done my theory. It's like, yeah, so have I. Scientists, not the pilots of my. Look at this guy. Look at this smug guy. I want his job.
This guy, he's having a great time.
He's having the best day.
having a great time.
Okay.
You know, so it's things like that.
You know what? Even we kept. Remember, we had that Indian guy
Oh,
on
yeah.
the show twice, and we were still able to keep it more contained than this guy has in this 10-minute video.
Oh my god!
Right. Okay, well, let me wrap this one up by saying it's been a pleasure to have you both here.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
It's genuinely been very, very interesting to hear both of your theories, and I'd like to remind you both that you have exactly the same amount of proof that they exist, and that is none. What we're going to do now is something that we do at the end of every single show. No matter how much animosity there is between two people, you still are human beings, and everyone should just get on. We can't shake hands.
No.
So, Clint, if you wouldn't mind with your good arm grabbing this side of the bucket, yeah? And if you wouldn't mind grabbing this side, please, Sylv. Way!
Yeah, but you knew that was coming.
There it is. Flat earthers.
You knew that was coming,
Can't trust them.
Okay, you grab that sort of bucket. Smile down the camera and please shake the bucket. Okay, well, that's the end of this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Catch us again soon for another one. Maybe even more of these two. You never know, because there's got to be an answer somewhere. I've been Will Richards. We've been KFC. Thanks very much, guys. Look down the camera. Say goodbye.
Wow!
Bye.
Wow!
So I've been holding on this for a while.
Fucking hell!
All right. Which part about that didn't you like?
I'm just impressed with the UK one.
They've got a fucking above and beyond.
You know what I'm going to be doing tonight?
You're going to be watching all of
KFC UK. Like, I'm going to be on their YouTube channel, like, fucking, like, let's do this.
Let's find some good shit. Well, there you go, Kieran. KFC really stepping it up. Maybe you should bring in the next episode we can have a listen to it, because all of these are fucking 10 out of 10s.
That is just... I can't believe there's episodes.
Yes.
I'm excited now.
Oh, okay. Here are a few things, and then we can wrap up the show. Because I'm done. I always like terrible podcasts.
Excellent.
Here's Here's one called My Dog's Favorite Podcast, which I think is
Woofles.
Hello, you. I've got good news. Today is another lovely day. It makes me so happy to start the day off seeing your happy face. How lucky am I that I've been able to hang out with you before I have to head off? I'd stay here and stroke you all day long. Now, I know you understand that I have to head out and get some chores done, but you know I'd much rather be here with you.
All right, turn this shit off. That is just...
And calm.
How long does that go for?
Well, each episode is 5.5 hours because you're meant to leave it on for your dog during the day.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I feel like you're torturing your dog.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Final thing I've got in.
Yeah.
And then we can play the new outro song.
New outro?
And then we can go from there. Kieran, what is your favourite game show of all time?
Wheel of Fortune.
I was going to say Price is Right.
Price is Right, yeah.
The second favourite is probably Family Feud.
Family Feud.
And we used to have Bert Newton. Remember him?
Oh, yes.
Classic. And then it was Grant Denyer, also great. In
The
America,
late Bert Newton.
In America, they have Steve Harvey.
Mm-hmm.
Great. What that really needs is two things. One, an unfunny, untalented, fat comedian hosting it.
Uh-huh.
And two, for it to be in podcast form only, without families.
Excellent.
And that's what iHeartRadio Australia have done.
Fantastic.
Kieran, you know who Peter Hellier is.
Peter Hellier, he is would you call him a B-grade celebrity?
Oh, he is...
Or an A-grade celebrity?
He is a Z-grade comedian.
Yeah.
A Z-grade host of a news show. And probably in the C-tier celebrities.
Yeah.
Like, Australian celebrities top is like the guys from AC/DC, the Wiggles, Margot Robbie.
He's well known in Australia. Yeah.
You know.
More well known than us.
He's won a Logie, I think.
Yeah.
Has he won a Logie?
Probably.
The project. Anyway, so he's decided that iHeartRadio have decided that he's going to host the Family Feud podcast thing where they get all these comedians like Michelle Laurie, who's not that funny, and all these other people to do the thing, to be like the families.
I feel like they're the safe comedians.
Oh, they're too safe. I'm sure they've got these in America where they get these comedians on these morning shows to tell jokes, but they're so safe that they're like not comedians at all. Like there's no edge.
They're not being the jester.
Yeah, there's no actual jokes. Like, oh, that was very good. Yes, you know. Anyway, so it's on Spotify. They've only got 3 episodes out.
Yeah, but
I think I showed it to you a little bit last week. They have this intro to the show.
Yeah,
right. And this is the intro, like the minute or two teaser to go get you into the show. It's meant to be like
the hook.
The hook, yeah. Like for ours would be, hey, welcome to the We Do One Take podcast. We do news, we do rants, we do this. We have all these cool guests. Come and join us. Have a laugh. Send us death threats. We love it, and that would be it. Nice and easy. Let's have a listen to how the pros do it.
Okay,
with money behind them, all that. iHeartRadio, big money, big celebrity.
Corporate money, yeah.
Corporate. Let's see how they do it.
We'll start this podcast soon. But first, you know Snooze is a brand that Australians trust with over 40 years of franchising.
I see what we're doing wrong. We don't have an advertisement at the start of our podcast.
Yeah, we're going to put an ad at the front.
Yeah.
Outstanding
not even
support to their franchisees.
in the show.
Their strong business model
like,
has won accolades
what's
in
his name?
Australia's
Joe
top
Rogan puts his ads at the front, but there's an actual podcast episode. This is the teaser
so if you're looking
intro.
to make the next step in your career or ready for a change, it's amazing what a Snooze franchise can do for you. To learn more, why not head to snooze.com.au and scroll down the page and look for franchising. Now let's start the
35
podcast.
minutes. Here we go. 40 seconds in, and now
Your
we're about
survey question is: name the best game show podcast. It's Family Feud, the podcast. I'm your host, Pete Hellier, guiding some of Australia's funniest people as they try to outwit each other. Food. Scroggin.
If I could have some help.
That's not how quizzes
come
work.
on. Tina Turner on the Sydney Harbour Bridge. No one else has that.
There will be triumph.
Oh,
Top answer.
bad.
I am the common man. There will be devastating misses.
I'm sinking with a feeling of failure.
And there will be drama.
This is bad.
It's going to end in fisticuffs.
I'm plotting your death, but if I don't make it back, I love you.
It's even worse when they have guests on the show. Obviously, they've pre-recorded all these shows. And they've got guests on the show, and I'm an Australian who knows enough about Australian crappy culture.
Yeah.
And I can't tell the difference between any of the Australian comedian type voices on the show.
I think the only one I got was Denise.
Yeah, because she's so she's so old. Oh, terrible, terrible, terrible. And that's it, because that's a lot of...
Why do they have an ad in their teaser?
I think a lot of podcasts actually do that, especially when it goes like on to iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
They do that.
Yeah, weird.
It's
I would be tuning out straight away.
I'd be like, I'm not interested in the show at all. If they're going to
Yeah.
put an ad in the fucking teaser,
Yeah.
I'm not going to listen to the... it's going to be littered.
Wouldn't even finish the ad. I would have been on to something else.
Well, now they have dynamic ads. Do you know what those are?
Yeah, they're the update.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you sort of go, I want the ad here, I want the ad here, like in your podcast thing.
But it doesn't matter if someone is like 5 years late to your podcast.
No,
They're
it
getting
doesn't.
an up-to-date
Ad, and it's like marketed to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Which is like very amazing,
Yeah.
but also like the worst thing ever.
Mm.
You know. I don't know, Kieran, but that's all I've got. Unless you got anything else.
Nah, I'm done.
I got one last headline here.
Ooh.
Here we go. Oregon governor signs bill ending reading and maths proficiency requirement for graduation.
What?
So if you want to pass and graduate, you don't need to be able to read or do maths.
For high school or...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're not graduating from primary school.
A little bit concerning.
It's pretty good, huh?
A little bit concerning.
Pretty good. I like it. I like it. Give those people the $10,000. How is it helping anybody? I want to uplift our community. No one needs to know how to read or write.
That's bad.
It's pretty bad.
That's bad.
Oh, well, Kieran, we've done a lot today.
We've done a lot, yes.
Too much today. What have we done? We've ranted. What did you rant about again?
Electricity companies.
Electricity companies. I've made the council. We've talked about a guy whacking off with a
and in space,
whacking off in space, and we've gone down the rabbit hole of KFC. And ladies and gentlemen, if you liked all that and want some more, you can follow us on SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you'd like to send us some hate mail, some death threats, some rants, or whatever you want, record it on your phone or just email us at weonlydoonetechpodcast@gmail.com. Kieran, are you ready for the new outro
I'm ready
song?
for the outro. Bring it on.
And we will see you
next Thursday.
Kieran, poop, 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 poop. Kieran, poop, 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 poop. Kieran, poop, 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 poop. Kieran, poop. Kieran, poop. Kieran, poop, 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 poop. Kieran, poop, 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 poop.
Thanks, Matt Farley.
Kieran, poop, 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 poop. Kieran, poop, poop, poop.
I want to hear the Anthony one next week.
Next one?
Yeah.
Kieran, poop, 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 poop. Kieran, poop. Kieran, poop, 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 poop.
Turn it off. It's terrible.
Poop. Kieran.
It's funnier every time you listen to it.
Come on, man. Motherfuckers, guys, come on. Give me the 5-star rating, baby. Give me the 5-star. That's all I want, baby. That's all I want. I'll fuck all the beautiful girls in the goddamn world. They'll fucking 10-star. I just want 5. 5, baby. Just 5.